So we are in middle of discussing about the SAP performance transaction code. ST01 we discussed, ST02, ST03, DBA cockpit or ST04 we discussed. Then ST05 we have to discuss. Then ST06, ST05 is the performance monitor transaction codes. ST0C, this is the OS level monitoring, Then ST07 application and user distribution. So these are the transaction codes are left here, right? So if you go to the ST05 transaction code here you can see the performance trace. ST01 is for the system trace here, right? System trace here. Both are ST01, ST05 are tracing related transaction codes. Here. Here we can perform the SQL trace or any NQ trace, RFC trace, whatever you want. You can enable the traces here. You can activate the trace. You have activated the trace here. Then just you can deactivate that. You can just ask user to reproduce the issue here. They will reproduce the issue here. Then we can deactivate the trace. Then open the trace and see so what's happening with the system here. How much time is taking from where. So this is for the SQL trace, system performance trace. In which SQL statement? Why? Because in the database level, if anything is going to database level from SAP, this is the presentation layer. So this is the application layer. This is the DB layer, right? So this is the database. This is the application. This is the presentation. So we are here. We are opening the SAP. We are connecting to the SAP. We are doing all our work from here. But this SAP is connecting to the database. It will go and pull the data from database level. It will give the response back to the user, right? So from here, while it is going to the database level, so here, so how much time it is taking here? So how much time is taking? Why? Because everything is going from SAP to DB level. So which is going to the DB level, any connection, any call, which is one SQL statement here. So it will generate the one SQL statement. It will execute it here. Whatever we are doing in the front end, we only knows. So right click, left click. So execute the transaction code, click that button, click this button and everything. But in the back end, each and every action is one SQL statement will be generated at a database level. One SQL statement will be generated at a database level. So here we need to monitor, we need to check the SQL statements here. So which one is fine? So we need to check what is the response of the each and every SQL statement here. So here for this one, if you open the ST05 trace, here it will give the information how much time it is taking for the each and every SQL statement here. So everything is fine here. You can see everything is fine except this one. This one is taking longer duration here. So what is this SQL statement here, right? So you can see the SQL statement here. It is using the top command. Then what is the table here from ST05 underscore trace? This is the table here. From is the table here. So then this statement is taking the longer duration here. This statement is taking the longer duration here compared to the other. This is the DD entity is the one table, NTF is the one table. So all table, what are the tables it is referring? So this is the one of the table here. This is the select statement here. Select statement is it initiated, but selecting the data from the here, it is taking the longer duration. This way we can find out in the span of time, how much time it's taken for the data. So that analysis we can perform using the ST05 performance analysis. Performance means slowness, slow execution. All those things we can monitor in the performance trace here. We can check in the performance trace here, right? So that is the one thing we can see in the ST05 transaction code. ST05 transaction code here. So that is the ST05 here. The next one is the rare cases we will use ST05, ST06 here. So only exceptional cases we will use it here. The next one is called the ST06. 6 is called the OS level monitoring here. OS level monitoring here. OS level means operating system level. So operating system level, what and all the things we can see here, right? CPU, right? OS level, what are the things? CPU, memory, so storage, disk, and network. So these things and all we can see at OS level, right? So if you want to monitor how the CPU, this is also OS also very important here. System with respect to the system performance, ST06 is the very important here. Everything is fine. Then the CPU memory utilization also we need to check it out here. CPU memory utilization also we need to check here. So here in ST06 here, we can monitor the CPUs. So what is your operating system? What is the host name? Who is the manufacturer here? What is the model here? Right? So it is the virtual machine, and also here CPU system utilization is 1%, user utilization is 2%, idle time is the 97%, which idle time means free. How much free it is using? Free means 97% is free currently, which means system not much heavily used currently. System is not much heavily used. See here the CPU utilization is very less. It's a very less. So no one, only few are using, it's very less. CPU utilization is very less here. Only 97% is free. Means 3% is only used out of 100%. Only 3% is very minimal usage now, morning hours. So how many process cores, threads, right? With respect to the memory, free memory is only 13% here. Total physical memory, this one. So 2 GB is free. Swap, this is the one. So this one we can see it from here, right? This is the snapshot from the today's at 11:12. 11:12 it is displayed here. So right. So just memory also we can check it out from here, snapshots. So this all these things we can see it from here. Disk means file system full level, C drive and E drive, right? LAN means network. So network. So what is the LAN in, LAN out here? Any errors? Nothing, right? So top CPU 40 process here, top CPU process here. So who is using the top CPU process here? So 90% is using by the SQL process here, right? 90% of CPU. Then 47% is using the SEC cloud connector. Then remaining is using by the some other. So then administrators, so Giri, so Nitin, so then Giri, Nitin, all users you can see here, all people are using it will be pull all the data here. Okay, it will pull all the data from the system here. So history, the previous hours also we can display the history also here. How was the previous hours here? So today 0 to 6 hours. So 0 hour fine. So see here system utilization. We need to look at the system and the user utilization here. The idle percentage we need to check. Idle means free percentage here. So free, how much free? 90% free here. 90% free here. So yesterday and today, the 90%, above 90% means not much usage in the systems here. So memory also, you can see how much memory here. So all those things we can see here, how much memory useful here. This is the previous hours here. And also we can also check the history. Previous days history also we can check it out here, but it's not enabled, I guess. That's why it's not showing. Hardware information. So nothing is, so parameter checking here. OS level parameters. So nothing is there here. So here, so in the ST06, these and all the things we can monitor here. Suppose sometimes we may not get access to the operating system level. If you have the operating system level access, what we can do? We can log into the OS level and we can see the what is the space utilization, what is the memory utilization. Why? Because SAP is running here. What is the user utilization? CPU, memory. So top CPU process here. Who are using the top CPU process here? All those things we can monitor from here. So suppose you don't have access here. So then you have only SAP level access here. Then in this case, ST06 is the transaction code. Here we can monitor the all the operating system level things and everything we can monitor from the here, right? So this is the ST06 here. Okay. So then ST07 application monitor user distribution. So each application, each component, how many users are logged in here? Each application and everything, how many users are logged in here? So suppose basis components are using by the, so active users are 2, number of logged on users are 16 here, other users are 2, session for user. So all this information will be here. How many users? Total 185 users. So total how many clients here? 19 clients. All the information will be displayed here. All the information will be displayed here. See here, this many things here. 18 users are logged in currently. So, so there are here all are basis users. How they are logged in? I am unable to log in. How they logged into the systems here? Someone using RJ10, SM50, SM37, ST02, PFCG. Many people are using the STMS. All are 100. Why I am able to log in? Why I am not able to log in here? Maintenance of user is a different error. User does not exist, it is coming. When I try to edit maintenance of user, maybe is there any limitations? I'm seeing this is a different error actually. Only one user at a time may maintain the user master records. Okay. Try the operation again. Other user has finished user master records. So which means some other user already, if I go to the SM12, we can check the lock entries here. Lock argument. There is a lock is there from since yesterday. See here, there is a lock. Yes for 04. Just to delete that one lock entry. Yeah, now it is coming. Okay. But why we got this error? That is what I'm supposed to. Yeah, other users are there. All other users are there and they are working fine. Only this user we have issues. Okay. Let's see. Let me log in. Okay. Now it is working. Okay, fine. So this is the transaction codes here. These are the mainly for the performance related transaction code here. ST05 6 and 7 is the application monitor. So all those things are the performance related transaction codes here. Performance related transaction code here. ST04, 5, 1, 2, 3, all are the performance related transaction codes here. Okay, so application monitor, user distribution, not much useful this one, but ST06 is the useful. DBA cockpit, database related information. ST03 SAP workload analysis, and ST02 tune summary and SAP memory areas. There is a memory areas for SAP memory management, that is a separate concept. ST01 is for the system trace here, right? So these are the some transaction codes here. Apart from that, we also discussed about the SOST, Scott, and there is a SAP connect job is responsible here. Scott is for the mailbox configuration and everything here. So all those things we can see it here, right? So these are the things, mailbox configurations here. If the Scott is active, then only we will get the mails. If the Scott is not active, we will not get the emails here, right? We will not get the emails from the SAP system here. The one more transaction code is called the SOIN. Just take the remember of the SOIN transaction code here. SAP inbox, inbound emails. That is the SOST is the outbound emails. This is the inbound send request here. Inbound, SAP inbound send request here, which means which are coming outside to the your SAP. SOST is for the coming to SAP outbound request here, outbound request, which means which are coming inside, which are going out of the SAP, which are coming inside of the SAP here. Just remember the small difference here, inbound and outbound here. Okay, inbound and outbound request here, which are coming in. So which is coming inside of the SAP system here. Normally, few people, they will receive the system in the SAP inbound here. This is also very important here. Here, this is the SOIN. So here, one more transaction code is called the SMICM. ICM monitoring. ICM monitoring here. ICM monitoring here. SMICM here. SMICM is the transaction code which will, ICM means Internet Communication Manager. So which means which will handle the internet based things here, which will handle the internet based things here. Internet means web based request. Normally all we are logging through the through SAP logon pad, dialog process taking, but sometimes users may not use the SAP logon pad here. Here they will use the SAP logon pad, SAP web user, web browser. They will use the browser here. So that time here ICM will handle the internet based request. Here we will monitor the whether ICM is running or not running. So the ports here we can check it out. What is the ports are active or not? So if the ports are active, ICM is running, then only users can log in through browser here. This is the internet based request here. So if any issues, we can go to the ICM file in the trace. Here we can review the logs here. This is available in the work directory also. So in the work directory also we can check it out here, how the ICM is responding. How the ICM is responding here. All the things here we can monitor from here. All the things we can monitor here. Are there any issues with the ICM here? So each and everything we can monitor from here, right? ICM logs here, ICM logs here, dev underscore ICM here, ICM logs here. So this is the ICM related. So next one is the SICF, is the service activation. Service activation. In SIC, suppose in tomorrow someone asking, can you please activate the some services means? So here you have to go to the SICF here, SICF, then you need to activate the services. So maybe we have the some custom services, or we have the some other services also available here. Suppose web GUI. If you want to open the web GUI, the web GUI service should be open here, active here, right? This is the one here. So it should be, we have to activate the web GUI service here. So then only the people will log in from the browser. People will log in from the browser here. People will log in from the browser here. See here, this is a WebGUI service. There is a SSO configured, I guess, here. So that is the reason it is asking the Okta authentication here. SAML2 configuration. Let me disable the SAML2 configuration. So you are opening the request from the browser. Your SAP URLs, you are opening the browser means here ICM is handling here. ICM is responding here. That is the reason. ICM is responding here. So let me disable here. Okay. So here, anything you are opening from the browser, normally the people will open the web GUI. GUI we are opening from the SAP login pad, right? Normally we can also open from the your SAP browser level also. This is the URL here. So this is the services. After the URL, this is the service should be opened in your SAP system here. So this is the service where means services where activation. In the SICF, we have to do the activation. This is the home screen here. Here you have to open. Then you will get the SAP screen here. In the browser level, I am working now, right? Browser level, I am working in the SAP systems here to open the our SAP systems and everything here, right? Browser level, I am working here. So SM04, AL08. So all browser level I am opening. I don't need SAP logon pad here. I don't need it. So browser level, I am opening here. So this is a browser level. So just this is a transaction. So here I am working browser level means, so few people, they will open the browser level, right? Normally Amazon.com, Flipkart.com, IRCTC.com. Normally browser level, we will open the URL, we will work it on that time. Here, ICM will take care of this request here. ICM will take care of, normally if we go anywhere, just type maybe IRCTC, right? So if you open the IRCTC, the initial page, home page is like this only. But after that, you will get the slash ngate slash train set. So there is a URL, there is a services. These are the services, sub services. This is the host name. This is the your computer network host name. Just they have named it as the irctc.com. But back end, there is a associated IP is configured. Associated server details are there. We want to track it, we can track it here. So we can just track it. What is the server name of the IRCTC here? We can track it here. See here, 103.252. This is the public IP, so which is not accessible by anyone. Only, so we can just browser level, if you open, we can open it. So this is the host name, same as like here. So same as like here. So SAP Windows port number like this is equal to the, we can make it, we can change it this one. In the network level, we can configure the routing, our own URLs, we can configure it here. Maybe trainings slash, so like this, we can keep it here. We can change it, all those things here. So, but network level, we have to change it here. Why? Because all the public will use the same naming convention, right? So that's why we will maintain the proper. So this is the ngate and train sets is the sub services here. Sub services means in SICF. So in SICF, so here we have to use the service name is called the ngate here. So if it is the IRCTC server, then you will get the ngate thing you will get from here. Then after that, so you will get the list of things here. If the service is not working, maybe suppose the train set service is down, then you will not get this page here. You will not get this page. Suppose example in SICF, what I will do here. So here web GUI is the web-based user. What I will do here, even I will deactivating the service here, right? I have deactivated. So normally if I use now, it won't log in now. Service cannot be reached here. Like this, we will get the errors. Like this, we will get the errors from the system here. Service cannot be reached. Service cannot be reached. Like this errors, we may get it out, right? See here, previously it worked, now it is not working. Normally, sometimes when you are working in the some sites, so you may get this type of things, right? So service not reached means the corresponding service is not active in the SAP side, not active in the SAP side here. Here just we can activate it. So then just refresh. Now it is available, web viewer, right? So that is the importance of the service here, right? So that is the, so in any case, this one is not down, then immediately your page will not be opened here. That is the main thing here. And also here, each and every request will go to the SMICM. ICM will handle it here, internet-based request here. If the ICM is down, suppose, let me stop the ICM here, hard shutdown. I'm doing the shutdown here. Then ICM is down now, right? So if you access here, it won't work now. See here, it won't work. The site cannot be reached, right? Site cannot be reached here, which means, so everything ICM is the responsible here. Immediately it will start it. Hard shutdown means it will stop again, it will start it. So immediately it will start ICM. When it started, as soon as it started, again your page is available. Your home page is available here. So right, same as like here also, same as like, so everything we can control from the SAP side here. Something is not working from SAP side, so definitely, so it will impact the your front end also, your UI also. Few people only will connect from the login pads and everything. Remember, internal IT team. Most of the people will use the browser-based URLs only, right? So booking the order, everything. Some people they will use the app. So here, this will be used here. This will be, so this we can make it in the network level. We can perform the routing, so that, so we can use our fancy name here. So that will be open here, right? So this is the SMICM. In the SMICM, ICM related things we can monitor it here. So in SICF, we can activate the services here. In SICF, we can activate the services here. Any service we can activate. So normally, so anything user wants to open, anything we can open from here. Anything we can open from here. Suppose like NWBC. Sometimes the people will use the NWBC services here. NWBC services here. So NWBC means, so it's kind of developers or functionals. They will use this functional team. They will use this NWBC here. So this is also URL cs/ui to NWBC. So this is also will be used. They will also use this one for their purpose here. Something not wrong. That is the reason we are getting the 500 internal server error here, right? Something is wrong here. So like this. So we have many services are there here, and also not only custom services also we can create here. Custom services also we can create it here. Suppose, so employee integration sets here. Employee integrations, payslips related. Suppose the employee want to set the payslips. That related service should be active here. That related service should be active here. So then just test it here. The URL will be opened here. See here, the trouble open into the problem system, contact system administrator. So this service we have opened here, right? So Australia payment summary here. So like this URLs we can make it here. We can open the URLs so that the people will use the URLs to track their items and everything. We can use it here. So authorizations are required here. So like this, we have many things are available here. Whatever you want, we can enable it here. So whatever, so we can enable from all those things from the here, we can enable it here, right? So this is the services. All the anything services activation, we have to perform from anything the service activation, we have to perform from the SICF. SICF, we have to activate here. SICF, we have to activate here. Okay, this is the service activation here. Service activations here. So many functionalities. Functionalities are, it depends upon the functionalities. System internally will call these sub services and everything. So this is the ECC services. So that is the reason this is the ECC system, HR related functionalities, payslip. So anything we can open the sub services BW, CA cross applications. So EW, so anything BEX, many things we can open it from the useful applications we can open as a URL. Instead of you opening the logon pad and doing all those things, we can open it here. So this is a SAP Connect job. SAP Connect is should active to receive the incoming emails, inbound emails. SAP Connect service should be active here. So like that depends upon the service which you are functionalities which you are enabling the system, that respective service should be active here. So this activation will be done by the basis team only. Okay, this activation we have to perform from our end. Basis team we have to perform it here. So this is called the service activation and Sicf Sm30. Okay, got it? So the next one after this service activation, some ICM, Sicf, and also we discussed about the SM58. So transactional RFCs, and also SMQ1, SMQ2 inbound monitoring, SMQR, SMQs, queues creation configurations here. These are the queues related, queues and data flow related transaction. These are the service activations and internet related things here, right? So apart from that, what we have other things here. So SE11, SE16 tables, SE38, SE38 transports, reports or programs executions that we know, right? So and also, yeah, apart from that, what other things are left here? Normal basic transaction codes here. Just discussing about the basic transaction codes here. So nothing is there here. Okay. So apart from that, let me think what other transactions we have. Okay. So SM01, you know, right? SM01 is for the T code locking here. This is not absolute currently. So SM02, 2 is for the system messages. I think we already discussed, right? SM02 system messages. So which means we can post the message to the all instead of you are informing to the everyone, we can just post the system message to the users here. Dear all. So coming Sunday, coming Saturday, we have the planned maintenance, something like that. We can create the one system messages, something like system will not be available. System will not be available between 2 p.m. IST to something like that. We can post the system messages here, so that when you send this one, this is applicable for the all the users here. So like this, whenever the new users are logging already existing users, so this will be shown to the users here. Suppose now I will connect with the DDIC user. As soon as I log in, immediately I will get this message. See here, dear all, system will not be available between something like that. I got the message, system messages. This message is applicable for the all the users who already logged in, who are new to log into the systems. They can see here. Okay, so they can open this system message. They can see the system message here. Okay, so like that we can just put the system messages, so that to informing to the everyone about the downtime timeline, system restart. During this time we will use this transaction code here. So system transactions here, this is the SM02 transaction code here, right? So that is the one thing here. And what about the other things here?
There is a one T code that we can identify the which system we are and everything is there. No?
Which system?
That means whatever you written, no? When we open immediately, it will show that it is a training system and ECP and everything. It will show SM12 or something is there.
Sm12 is for the lock entries, locking mechanism.
To unlock locking.
Locking, and that means if the locking means if anything is locked, so that will be shown in the Sm12. So you want to say like system information here, maybe let me show you. System information means what is this? Yeah, we go to
Status.
the system status.
Sir, not this one, sir. We can keep one kind of message only now. When you come back, so it will show something like this is a training
Oh, okay,
system.
okay. That is the one, right? That is the logon banner.
Yeah, log on pad.
Logon banner. So that is the SC61. You have to go to the SC61. Okay, that is the logon banner setting. Logon banner. So normally here we are setting the logon banner, right? So few organizations they will set the company logos and everything here. Logon banner. Logon banner means whenever you open here, you will see the logon banner. See here, logon information, logon banner. So here, what we have to do here for this one, we have to go to the SC61. Here, there is a general text. So, general text here. The general text here. TX, yes, general text here. Here, there is a one document we have to create it here. So, currently I log in with the DDIC. Let me log out. So I want to change, I want to edit, I want to create the logon banner. Go to the SE61 here, go to the here, just click on the change button. So here system settings are closed again. Here we can change the text, we can add the text, we can change the text here. This is the logon setting. Suppose like I want to, instead of training, this is the, so production, and that is the production client, something like that. We can write it, we can save it here. Okay, and write it, save it here. So that will be saved here. So like this, we can create the text, banner text, we can create it here. Banner text, we can create it here. That is the general text, logon banner text here. So that is the one thing here. Okay. So apart from that, so client delete, we already discussed. DB administration related transaction codes that we already DB 01, 02, 012, 13, 14. So we already discussed that one. The daily monitoring SM04, AL08, SM12. This already we discussed. SM68, SM51, right? Active servers tracing. So all these things we discussed already. ST07, 3. So all those things SM02 we discussed, right? So then apart from that, SE01 transports creations. So it is almost.
So that is transaction code for to check who are logged in, like
AL08, AL08, SM04. We already checked this one. So AL08 and SM04. Here it will display the what are the users or user IDs are logged in currently, which clients they are logged in, and what applications they are using here, at what time they are logged in. These persons are logged in since yesterday. See here 17, 17, 17. So then what is the GA users? Some users are background job is running, RFC users. So like that, we can see the details here, right? We can see the details here. So this is the AL08 and SM04 that we already know, that we already discussed here, right? So one more thing is like SM30. It's kind of table maintenance here, table maintenance here. So suppose, so any table you want to edit here, so just we can go to the SM30, SM31, right? Both are for the table maintenance only. If you use the SM30, SM31, so just we can see, we can edit the tables here. Suppose like some tables, HTTP URL lock. So here we can maintain the table. Some tables directly not be editable here in the, so in the SE16, SE11. So few tables can be edited here. So just remember that the transaction code usage that is called the, so Sm30, Sm31 are the table view, table maintenance transaction codes. Table maintenance transaction codes here. Table maintenance transaction codes. Sm30, Sm31, Sm30, Sm31. Maintenance means so changes. Table maintenance transaction code here. Table maintenance T codes. Okay, remember this one. Table maintenance T codes here. Right. So that is the one thing. Spool we discussed, and SP01, 02, all those things. And SP01 we discussed, and AL11. Yeah, this is also very important. AL11, all SAP directories here. AL11, all SAP directories here. OS level directories, we can open it from AL11 transaction code here. So normally, if you want to open the any directory, you will go to the OS level, see the C drive, USR SAP SID. No need to go here. Just go to the AL11. See, suppose you want to view the work directory logs, directly just click on the work directory. You will see the work directory log files. You want to check the dispatcher log, open the dispatcher log, and you can see, right? So anything possible from the SAP level, but there is a transaction code associated. We need to check from the transaction. Okay, got it? The transaction code you have to open and check here what is happening here. That is called the A11 transactions. All SAP directories here. So ST11 is for the only work directory logs will be displayed here. Error log files. ST11 is for the error log files here. It will be displayed. So you want to directly check the work directory log files here. Directly go to the ST11 instead of going to the A11. Go to the work directory. Here all the log files are available. If you go to the A11, here the folders are available. C USR SAP, C USR SAP folders are available. Here you have to go to the work directory. Here you can check the all the log files here, right? Dev underscore work process, dev underscore process logs and everything here. Instead of that, directly go to the ST11. So here you will see the error log files here. Here you will see the error log files here. Directly you can just open the log files. We can see the data here, right? So this is the one thing here you can see here. Okay, this is the error log files here. Okay, so that is the one thing here. So still we have more, but that will come. We have many more are there, but that will come depends upon the topic which we are discussing. Okay, so that is fine. So tomorrow we will discuss about the kernel upgrade activity.